So these things are happening. And I think it's happening because we have great leadership at the chamber level. We have dynamic leadership like our mayors, our county committee. We have people getting along together. We have people willing to take risks at our business incubators. We're gonna blow the doors off it with this energy incubator in Warren and the companies that are coming out of it. And one of the gentlemen who is starting this $1 million business that came back from Israel wants to know where all the empty manufacturing facilities are in Mahoning and Trumbull County. Because as these technologies grow, we want to fill the GE plant in Niles. We want to fill the GE plant in Austintown. We want to fill the Packard buildings. And as the V&M is now global. Industry Magazine, all these global magazines are talking about us. I mean, think about what international publications are saying about our community now. Entrepreneur Magazine says, and people think that this is all Youngstown. I mean, if you're outside of the area from a certain distance. But Entrepreneur Magazine says, Youngstown is one of the top 10 best cities in the country to start a business. I don't know if any of you saw the magazine, but it said top 10 best cities to start a business, and in parentheses at the bottom it said Youngstown, Ohio, anyone? Question mark. Site Selection Magazine said the Youngstown, Warren area is one of the top 10 places to grow a business. The Economist, international, global magazines say a young town again. Now V&M, all over the world, in all of these industry publications, talking about this community. And what that deal means for this community can't be fathomed. $650 million is going to get invested in this community in the next 18 months. That's a one-company stimulus package for the whole region. Girard City Schools going to get an additional $1 million a year. Now imagine you're a superintendent. I don't know if we have any superintendents here. You got the pencil out, you're doing your budget, and all of a sudden you got another $1 million. Well, that's nice. That's nice. And then the police and fire, the General Revenue Fund in both Girard and Youngstown is going to be benefited from that. And as Severstal goes back now because of increased production, they're going to be paying more in taxes and the water plant for the city of Warren. And police and fire are going to benefit from that. Everybody's going to spend their money at Niles at the mall. Mayor Reinfan's going to benefit from that. And on and on and on. And as we continue to change our reputation, and people start saying, what is going on there? Cleveland Plain Dealer had 2 major articles about our community in the last week, about the incubator and then V&M. In the last week. They're going to have to open up a Mahoning Valley Bureau if we keep going. It's unbelievable. And with the Warren Energy Incubator, something happened that's not happened here. Nortec, which is up in Cleveland, a major economic development nonprofit that is anything positive that's happened in Northeast Ohio and Cleveland primarily, Nortec's had their fingerprints on it. Nortec is partnering with us to set up the Warren Energy Incubator and put money behind it. Now, when was the last time any organization from Cleveland wanted to invest into the Mahoning Valley? But they want a piece of the action. They know this is where things are happening. And we should be very, very proud of that. Because I've lived here 36 years, other than college and law school, like most of you. We've been on a hell of a ride. Most of it's been pretty bad. Let's not sugarcoat it. It's been awful to open the papers every day growing up and seeing what we had to see. I don't want to talk about it anymore. But we are in a position now where we have never been as a community. We can get back to where we were in the 40s and 50s and 60s. We're smaller now. We've got good leadership. We've got the educational institutions here. We got the workforce here. We got the economic development talent here. We got YSU on the cutting edge. We got a community college in downtown Warren and all over the region. We are primed. We are primed to make this happen. And this is going to be the miracle on the Mahoning. I'm telling you. People can't believe what's happening here. And we need to go out and continue to sell this and continue to go out and be aggressive. And I'll tell you something, I'm not stopping. I know I got critics that say, what are you doing in Copenhagen? What are you doing at the auto show, on the local radio show? I don't care. I'm going, you elected me to bring jobs back here. I'm going to get them wherever I got to go. And I'll tell you what, this San Francisco company, a lot of their businesses, Wall Street banks in New York, okay? He wouldn't give us all the names, but they do a lot of work with Wall Street banks. And now he's got the business model. And they're doing business in the Indians that he's doing business with. They're saying, you're going where? He says, yeah. He gives them the 1, 2, 3, ticks it off why he is doing it. They say, maybe we need to go over there. So we need to go to India. Now, I could think of about 1.3 million different things I'd rather do on my vacation than go to India. It's a beautiful country. They're beautiful people. I love their culture. But getting on a plane and going 12 hours or however long it would be and getting up and working like 57 meetings, I think the chamber did in the 5 or 6 days they were in Israel, is not all that fun sometimes. Riding in buses all over the place. But we need to go there. We need to go talk to those people and tell them the story that's happening here and bring them here. San Francisco company, they do all these work with all the banks on Wall Street. We need to go to New York. I'm going to New York. And I'll call in a radio show and I'm saying, I'm going to New York. You want to come? Because think about it. I mean, think about what they're paying per square foot in New York, that they could do the same doggone thing right here. And if we create a cluster of those kinds of businesses, then that is what we need to do. We need to go get them and go sell it. Because the number one issue in this community and around the country is jobs. And we have advantages that we can give to people that other areas of the country can't offer. And we're going to go sell it, and we're going to go give it to them. I want to tell you one final story. Yesterday at the San Francisco, I just call it the San Francisco company, you know, what the hell. But as we were going around and talking, and then after the press event, there was a young kid in the back of the room. He was with his dad. And went up and just kind of introduced myself, and I think he said his name was Frank, and his dad was there. He says, hey, I'm the first employee for Revere Data. I said, wow, congratulations. I've never met him before. But I knew the dad, and I didn't know they were father-son. So he said, yeah, this is my son. He left when he graduated and went to Columbus because he couldn't find a job here. Now he is back working in a global technology company in downtown Youngstown, back home with his family. That is the work that we are in. That is what this whole thing is about. It's about making sure that we have work here and that our young people who have left, and men, you should leave when you're young. You should go see the world. I'm all for it. But if you want to come back to the community that reared you, that shaped you, that gave you your values, and you want to go back there, we should be providing these young people with that opportunity. And that's what this is all about. That's what V&M, it's not about the picture, it's about our kids. It's about our families. And making sure you don't only see your kids on Thanksgiving or Christmas, that you get to see your grandkids and you get to hang out with your family. That's the most important thing in life. All this other stuff is to support that in some way. And that's what we're doing here. And we've got to take chances, calculated risks, not foolishness. Calculated, smart, together. I have a million ideas. I run them by my brother, I run them by Tom Humphreys, you know, and then we massage them and work through them, and then we move forward on them. And everybody's in on it now. The IBEW facility in Champion has a windmill and solar panels, and their workers are getting trained to do this new technology and put these things up. This is the direction we're moving in. And we all need to hang together because we're moving in the right direction.